I'm Elaine Mardis. I am co-executive director of the Institute for Genomic Medicine at Nationwide Children's Hospital and president of the FAACR. The American Association for Cancer Research plays many roles in the field of cancer research. We act as a convener in a way of the incredible minds around cancer research and the current trends in the field that really broaden the perspective of people who are involved in FAACR and attending the meetings. We also act as a funder of cancer research. This is critically important, especially in an era where NIH funding is a bit all over the place, and obviously we need something else to help fill in the gaps and promote really cutting-edge research that's ultimately going to make a difference for patients. The other area is certainly in terms of advocacy and public policy, and encouraging that our government continues to invest in cancer research is also critically important, because we can't do what we do without that important support, and someone has to advocate for that, and FAACR has been really front and center in the advocacy area. I have two primary areas that are really part of my presidential initiative. The first one really reflects sort of my current work here at Nationwide Children's Hospital and trying to advocate for not just pediatric cancer patients, but also adolescent young adult, or AYA as they're commonly referred to. So this is a group of individual cancer patients that really require additional advocacy. Cancer in kids and adolescents and young adults is a relatively rare disease. We aren't the subject largely of things like clinical trials. We don't tend to benefit straight away from newly FDA-approved drugs. And so there are a variety of areas that I want to try to emphasize during my presidency that really bring to light some of the challenges that we face in advocating and caring for patients in the pediatric and AYA space. The other area that is really near and dear to my heart, and I think is ripe for advocacy, if you will, is starting to amalgamate the huge amount of data that we have now around cancer, cancer genomics, clinical outcomes, other omics areas, if you will, that's increasing now in very large databases like Genie, which has been sponsored by FAACR, and really putting sort of our best computational minds to work on these data and starting to build models of how cancer develops, how it progresses, and how best to treat it in that transition from primary cancer to progressive cancer. I feel like the time is now. We have these data available, and they're increasing in complexity, and so it's really time to roll up our sleeves and start doing more than just putting the data in a database, but actually starting to mine it for the better treatment of patients as we go forward.